Hello everyone, welcome to Learn English with Javed. Today we have a very special guest, Mr. Roy. He is from Bangladesh and he is an English teacher. So Mr. Roy, welcome to our YouTube channel and welcome to this session.
Thank you, Mr. Javed. Thank you so much for having me here in this live stream, for having a very great time in this conversation that we are going to enjoy together. So I
I
hope
hope
that it's
so.
going to be a very interesting time for me in my life. So thank you for having me here.
It's great honor for me to have you here. So would you like to add something about yourself so that our viewer can,
Yeah,
get to know
obviously,
more about yourself?
obviously, I need to talk about myself because this gonna be maybe for the first time I'm gonna be in your video for your YouTube channel and for your learners and viewers. So it's quite interesting, and I'm feeling so happy really to talk about myself. So let's get going. So
Yes.
it's me, Roy. My full name is Nitya Roy, but in short, actually, I'm known with this name Roy. There is a long history actually behind it. Why I'm known with this name Roy, basically in my speaking journey. Maybe I will talk later, but yeah, let's actually move on.
All right.
So it's me, Roy. I'm from Bangladesh, and I'm a student of English language and literature. I got I get complete all of my academic courses. I mean, I'm a graduate and postgraduate right now, and I'm waiting for my job actually. And I had my experience, even I have my experience to teach my student about English grammar for about 5 years. And currently I'm working on a spoken English for about 2 years. And I'm just trying to motivate people and trying to encourage people to speak English, because we know actually in this 21st era, our young generation, even the children, they are moving, to the another world, like they are doing great and they are so super brilliant in each of the factors, each of the spheres. So we should
Exactly.
actually, with the mature people, with the adult, even with the teachers, with the learners, with the guardians, we should be most careful actually to how to handle our children. So we should be advanced and we should be updated. So that's why I will say that communication is a great part of our life. So that's why I thought that I need to develop my spoken skill to communicate with people from abroad. So that's why I started my speaking journey 2 years back. And now still I'm just going on and even trying to get in touch with a lot of people who are just super, enthusiastic to learn English.
That's great. So it's a wonderful journey. I think it's been more than 5 years since you started your journey in this field, like in English language. As you mentioned, you have been teaching from last 5 years grammar, and from past 2 to 3 years, you have been practicing your English speaking. So,
Yeah, that's it.
What drags you in this field?
In this field, you mean teaching field or speaking
Yeah,
field?
teaching field.
Oh, oh, okay. That's quite good question. So actually, when I just got admitted to my university here to study English language and literature, so after passing 1 year, and then I just got involved in a coaching center to take classes, and I was just taking classes there as a part-time teacher. And after that, I truly got involved with all of the classes of that coaching center. And yeah, this actually attracted me a lot, because in every class you will get a lot of students in front of you, and you have a chance to talk to them and to teach your knowledge and to spread your knowledge. And even you are having a very great time, even your children are so friendly and they're just honoring you, they're giving you and showing you respect. So it's great honor. And I think from that time, it really, I think I feel like I'm doing great, and even I'm feeling so good to meet my students, to teach them and to take classes. So this is how actually I got started taking classes of my students. And now I feel so good to meet people and teach my students, even to encourage people actually. It is not about my students. Currently, as I'm working on spoken English, so I'm motivating people. So I'm feeling so good. So I'm another thing is that I'm waiting for a job that is also to be a lecturer in a college. So I
Okay.
think to be a teacher, it's gonna be like my piece of cake.
You have been doing that already for a very long period of time. Maybe that's what going to help you to be a teacher. So
Yeah.
what's your purpose, like in which field do you want to pursue your career, as a teacher, or you're looking for the job in some other fields?
Oh, obviously, as a teacher, I wanna pursue my career. I mean, I wanna pursue a job like to be a teacher, and I decided myself to have like a professional, like a career that will be a field where I will be teaching my students. So I think to teach my students and to be a teacher, really, that's gonna be my aim in life, like my next step to be in my future.
We have a lot in common, I believe, because I have got the same reason, and I've been working in the same field from past 3+ years, 3+ years, and yet I'm working in that field. And I also believe that if we cannot see the change around us, we need to start it from ourselves. And there was a point of time in my life when I didn't know how to speak English, and I was, craving for the English teachers, and I roamed around to the different institutes, but later on it turns out that I didn't find any good teacher. So now I am capable of speaking and teaching people. So why not? Why don't I choose this profession and teach others? So that's what
Yeah,
drags me into
that's
this field.
that's really awesome. But I yes, I was trying to actually ask you because I was just noting down some of the questions. So that's great that you already shared your experience and even your feelings related to why you wanna be a teacher. That's really good. And that's all about me. And I think even you, I would like to now ask you. I mean, I wanna ask you to talk about yourself a little bit.
Okay,
Though you
so
are the
I
host
am,
here.
yeah, but still I gotta introduce myself. So I am Javed Nurani, and I'm an engineer by profession, but I chose my career being a teacher, and I've been working as a teacher from past few years. And right now I am running an institute in my village, offline classes, as well as I've been training people online from past few years. And I just want to help as many as people I can. And with that initiative, I started group, because that's the common thing that we generally do when we do have to reach out to the more audience, more people all across the globe. So I also started that initiative, and here we are.
That's really awesome, man. Really. Very, very nice to know about you, to know
Thank
you and
you.
your stuffs.
Right.
Yeah.
So since you're from Bangladesh, so my next question is going to be about your country. Could you please tell our viewers more about the culture and about your country and the people of
Okay,
your country?
that's really interesting and awesome question. So to
Mhm.
talk about my country, we have now 64 districts, and I am in one of the districts that's
Okay.
called Dinajpur. It's the northern part of Bangladesh.
Mhm.
And to talk about the culture here, I think as my observation says that 90% people are here Muslim, and
Okay.
rest 10% maybe from yeah Hinduism, obviously a greater one, and next I mean the rest one may be Christian, and then Buddhism and some of the other religions. So the
Okay.
dominating religion is here Muslim. So the culture actually, yeah, religious, I mean Islamic cultures and Islamic religious impacts, obviously it's very good and decorative. And beside that, we have our national, festives, our national holidays, our national, celebrate celebrations. So we
Celebration.
have different kind of, yeah, we have different kind of decorations actually. But I think we people are here living peacefully. Yeah,
That's
and
great.
basically our government is doing great job. Uh, their government body, they're supporting us, all the people so good, and trying to boost our economical status, even industrial status. And I think gradually in the past, I mean not fast, in the next few decades, we will be like not so developed, but we
One
will
of the
be like
leading
a
nations.
very developing. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
great.
it's
And I
going well,
hope,
and I think people here getting educated gradually. So it's very positive here right now.
Yes, exactly. I've seen so many young people from a country, and they're very enthusiastic, filled with the energy, and they have, the urge of doing something for themselves, for their society, for the nation. And that really makes me happy that people, especially young people, are, you know, doing something for the sake of their nation, for the sake of their society. Very less of us are interested to dedicate our life towards others. But if we do so, that's really a great thing. And I see that a lot of young people coming from your country who are doing this kind of holy work, auspicious work.
Thanks for your observation. Thanks a lot. And really, I'm so glad to know that you guys observe that we are going. I mean, we are trying to boost ourselves. That's really awesome to know. Thank you.
You're welcome. So my next question is going to be about English language, approach, methods, and what are the things that we need to learn. And there are lots of myths that people create, or maybe some marketing people or some teacher create in our society or on social platforms. So we are going to talk about those things one by one.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
good.
So my very first question is, what is the easiest method or approach to learn English?
Actually, I will say here as the first thing is here, this is a language.
Yes.
So we need to focus, actually, we need to select and we need to choose that what field we will focus on. It will be like our speaking, it will be like our other stuff like listening. Speaking and listening, they're like combined stuff. And reading, writing, they're like combined, I will say. But here, a lot of people, they always like to focus on grammar. And in my observation, I met a lot of teachers. They even cannot speak English so good, but they're so super good in grammatical terms. So I'll say we have actually, as this is a language, and we have different expressions, different methods, different ways to actually learn this language, to master this language. But I would say if you like to focus on speaking, then that will be another part, and we should focus on that things related to speaking and listening. And if we like to focus on our reading and writing, then we will be successful to develop our written skill. Like we will make no mistakes when we will make write down some of our sentences out of our notes, or maybe a written message. So that will be so perfect. And if we talk about grammar, then we should focus on basically those terms that are related to grammar. So I'll say here that basically we have our confusion, we have our dilemma that actually to master or spoken English, what is the most important thing here? Someone says it's grammar, we should focus on our basic grammar. Someone says it's about your practice. So we have different perspectives, actually. I know with the teachers, we always talk about this, and we are not actually in a come to a point. So here, to master or spoken English, the first term I want to talk about, if we like to develop our spoken English, our master or speaking English, then I will say that it's nothing. If you don't have your basic knowledge on grammar, then it's not a big deal. But if you have, that's quite good and congenial to your way of learning English.
It would be much like a
mastering your
little bit favor, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If you do have a little knowledge of the grammar, it would be much like a little bit favor, a little bit.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. If you have your knowledge on grammar, then it will obviously lead you to learn your spoken English very good and in a perfect way. I mean, in a very short way, because
Yeah.
I myself, in these 2 years, I myself, I learned how to speak English, and now I am trying to motivate people how to speak English. So in this 2 year, I mean, it is not so long as I observe a lot of teachers, they have been teaching English for 15 years, for 10 years, even for 20 years. So I think it's a very short journey that I am
Yes.
I'm leading right now.
Exactly.
So I'll say that in a very short time, I really captured how to speak English, how to speak English fluently in a very good accent. Maybe I'm not able to imitate American or British or some other accents, but I know and even I believe that I have a very neutral accent. That is good, and even a lot of people can understand me very well. So I'll say obviously it's a very good neutral accent that I'm imitating. So in a very short time or short journey, I captured all this stuff just because I had my experience over this language. I mean, on this language. Actually, I know grammar as I taught my students English grammar for about 5 years. And even I studied English language and literature. So I spent a very long time that really helped me to build up my confidence. So I'll say obviously it's helping me a lot. That's the point here. If you have your basic knowledge and grammar, that will help you to learn your spoken English very perfectly. But if you don't have, no worries. I think you should not be worried or you should not be tensed on these things because it's like a language. Even look at the children, they don't have their basic knowledge and grammar, but they can speak English perfectly just because they're doing practice. Even I observe some of the students to studying English medium skills, and within a year, they even can speak English very good. So what actually works behind it? It's nothing but practice and get a confidence.
And the environment and the way they're observing their environment.
Yeah,
That
that's a very good point. That's a very good point. To learn our spoken English, the first step I was talking about that we have for fairness about grammar, that it's grammar or is practice, what should we focus on? So here the thing is clear that we should focus on practice. Uh, but obviously we should focus on grammar beside it. But the main, if our main target is to speak English, then we should focus on practice. But obviously you should have a basic knowledge on grammar and grammatical items. And the next point is we should practice. So we will practice with whom? We should have a partner for this,
yes.
right? So if we are talking about our practice, so I'll suggest to practice face to face if you have these facilities or opportunity. You can, that will be so good if you have a partner to talk and practice your English face to face. But if you don't get, no worries, you will get a lot of partners here online. And here on Facebook, I myself observe a lot of partners there just looking for partners to speak English. Even I have my WhatsApp group on WhatsApp. I mean WhatsApp.
Yeah.
There I got more than 30, people from 30 countries. So they're improving, even they're trying to get in touch with a lot of people from abroad to practice their English. So that thirst we should have actually to if our target is to master spoken English, we should
Yes.
find out our own partners. I'm gonna include here something. I think I should speak a little bit faster. So the next point that I'm going to include here, it is about that we should focus on some of the tutorials that a lot of native teachers from from the US and UK, you'll even from these countries, Asian and European countries, you'll find a lot of teachers. They are just trying to provide you useful materials. Even they're advanced speakers, they have their level of speaking that's really so advanced, even much appreciable. So I would say here that we should watch and we should listen. We should watch them. We should follow them more and more. Whenever we'll get our free time, we should listen them. We should focus on their what actually they are trying to deliver here. So there
Exactly.
might be a lot of stuff to actually master spoken English.
We can practice with ourselves also. There are a lot of methods that we can practice English with ourselves. As I mentioned about observing, so we can listen to audiobooks on the YouTube, which is easily available. And I'm not saying that we have to, learn this or practice this alone all the time, but just for the very beginning, in the beginning, we have to follow that method.
That's really good. That's really
And
good. And yeah, please go ahead.
and there are more approach like Jam, just a minute session that you can record yourself speaking about a particular topic into your mobile phone, and and you can make vlogs every day. You don't have to upload it anywhere. You just have to see it yourself. So You don't have to be underconfident, or you don't have to, have anxiety, being anxious about something like what others think, because it's just with you. It's very private. So you can record yourself every day, make a vlog every day. That will really help you out to, work on communication skills. So
That's really a very, very good point, man. That's really
yeah,
appreciable. Please go ahead.
when we don't have anyone around, still we don't have to stop ourselves. That's what I want to say. Take out your mobile phone and do it yourself. Be your own master when you don't have anybody else to guide. But when you do have, congratulations. It's very easy and helpful in that scenario.
Okay, so I just wanna add here something like, when for the first time I was trying to make a video, so I know I have confidence to talk to people, even I have my experience to talk over, via Zoom call here. I try to, whenever I get link and whenever I get my free time, I like to join different kind of Zoom sessions. So I have my confidence to talk in front of camera. But when I was just trying to record my own video in front of my own camera, even I was just getting messed up. I was just getting puzzled and perplexed that, oh my god, something suddenly started working inside me, that I'm getting nervous and I'm
Yeah,
losing my words, and I think I'm losing my concentration. So I felt it, that the problem happened to me. It's because of I didn't try to record my voice. I mean, to listen to myself, to satisfy myself. I mean, I didn't record a video to check it out, actually, how I can be able to do it or how it look like. So that was the great problem. And I also suggest you guys, for the viewers, even learners, you should make a video record with your own camera. Even you will just try to just ask everybody. We are getting a lot of tutorials, we are getting a lot of teachers, even we are watching them, so we have our observation that how it actually look like. And when we will record ourselves and when we will listen our recorded video, then it will be like, we will catch our problems, we'll catch our mistakes and obstacles, that what's the problem going on and why is it happening.
exactly. Because
Yeah.
as you said that you realized that you are facing some problem, right? Or you had some problem. And that's what I want to convey the message, that when you realize that there's some problem, congratulations, you have got something to work on, right? If you can rectify them, then you're a lucky one.
Yeah, sure.
Usually,
That's very, very effective.
yeah, usually we don't, take positive approach, or have positive approach towards something, but we really need to. I've often seen young people on the internet, when somebody is correcting them, they are getting offended, but we should not be. It's just social media and someone's one comment. But if that's allowing you to learn something, you should let your ego aside and learn something from that. That's what I believe in. And that's what I, urge young generation, that do not get offended if somebody corrects you. In fact, you should be thankful to that particular person. It doesn't matter who that person is, yeah, their gender, their age, their nationality, it doesn't matter. All you have to see is they're trying to give you something. They're trying to point out something that you can work on.
Marvelous, really marvelous.
Yeah.
But I want to add here something like, we the young generation, something that works. It's like emotion and ego.
Yeah.
And when we observe someone is trying to correct us, then it's gonna be like that man is trying to correct us, and that man is maybe not so good, and we are trying to keep ourselves away from that person. So it works among the young generation. That's a great problem, but if we can be educate people, if we can be good mannered, and if we have our uh, like gratefulness toward others. So it will be so good to learn
And
something, because one thing that I always say, that every successful person is the product of active practice and some sacrifices.
exactly.
So we need to do it.
Yeah. As you said, that it's all about practice for being successful, and everyone is, practicing every day. And that's what the thing is. What we are actually, we are not built in one day, or we are not getting success in one day. It's just the journey that we followed, ups and downs, where we learned something, where we got opportunities and we took advantage of that, or sometimes we lose the opportunities because of our pessimistic approach that we discussed, like young people are not really being optimistic about correcting themselves. So
Mhm.
it's a complete journey. It's not like something happening within one day or within one night. As it said, Rome was not built in one day. So it applies the same in the learning process, or about being a personality.
Yeah, that's it, true, man. That's really pragmatic thinking.
Okay, Mr. Roy, now my very last question is, being a teacher, do you find time for yourself? If yes, then what are your hobbies?
Thank you, thank you. I think it's gonna be a little bit longer just because I need to include something, otherwise it will be like missing. So here, your question is that I do find my extra time to make videos or to make contents, to create contents. If yes, then how actually, what's gonna be my hobbies related to
Yeah.
this thing? So
Yes.
here, actually, I don't get my free time to make videos, to create content, or to be online, to talk to people, and to join Zoom stream. But uh, to talk about my personal steps here, that I need to do study. Actually, I'm waiting for a job. At a time, at the same time I'm trying to do study just because to get myself prepared for my another job exam that's called Bangladesh Civil Service Cadre here, and I'm getting prepared for that exam. And for that exam, I need to study a lot of stuff: mathematics, general science, national affairs, international affairs, my Bengali cultures, even Bangla literature, Bangla grammar, English literature, English grammar, mathematics,
Wow.
computer science, a lot of
So many.
subjects. So yeah, I need to do is study all these subjects. So actually, I don't want to spend my time like what I do, but it's like it's gonna be like natural, instinct inside me that it's helping me to get myself free time. Like now, I'm feeling a little bit exhausted as I studied for about 2 years, or 2 hours or 1 hour, and after doing a study for 1 hour, 2 hours, then I'm getting a little bit exhausted. And it's not like that I will be exhausted if I do study for about 2 hours or 1 hours. But I am feeling myself that I need to have some recreations. I should have some good time with talking people, being online. So it's like a natural instinct working in my mind. So that's why my phone is always here, and I'm
Okay.
just it's attracting me a lot. So it's making me free actually to make videos, to create contents, and even to talk people, to go online. So it's happening to me, but I really don't have my free time. I need to study. I need to be much more concentrated to my study, rather than to spend time here being online, because I know in this time I should focus on my career, not like these
Exactly.
stuffs what I'm doing. These are not useful to me right now, but I'm doing just because I don't know why.
Maybe you enjoy doing it.
Yeah, obviously I enjoy them a lot.
Yeah.
That's
So
why maybe.
yeah, as it said that nothing is impossible for a willing heart. So if this right here, it allows you to do something, you will find a way to do it.
Yeah, that's really so true. And here uh we the teachers, even we the learners, we start to have a quest, like we should have a thirst, and we should have a pure enthusiasm. So when you will be spending some of your months, couple of months or couple of years, then it will be like that. Yes, it's working inside that you should go online, and you will feel like you should go online and you should talk to people, and be you should make a video for YouTube channel, or you should work for your group, or you should be active among your friends on Messenger group. So it will be like naturally it will happen to you when you will spend some of the couple of years or couple of months. So it will be like a habit. And when you will be successful to establish a habit like this, then I will say that if you cannot do anything in your life, but you can be able to do something for your speaking English or learning this language.
Exactly. Besides learning English, talking to people, going live, or content creating, do you have any other hobbies like
Oh,
art?
yeah. I have my hobbies, like I have my dream to go abroad to visit countries. And I have my friend from Australia, his name is Swan, and he visited more than 35 countries. I
Okay.
was literally shocked that it is really life when you are meeting different people from different
Yeah.
cultures, you are visiting countries. It's called life. And we're like, we're like confined here. We are not going abroad. Even I didn't visit my own districts here in my country. I haven't visited there. So that's my passion, to visit another countries, and I always like to visit new places, meet different people. So I think nowadays, because of this lockdown and this coronavirus, I spent long time, very very long time, to be here in my room, not going outside. So I think I don't have my other hobbies, but I like to go abroad. I like to visit new places. I like to talk and meet different people from different countries.
All right. That's great.
So what about you? What about you? What do you think about this?
What do you think about your hobby or your
Yeah,
long-term
your
goals?
hobbies.
Okay, my. Um, I also don't have much time, but whenever actually, it's part of my daily schedule. I do gardening. I love reading. I'm a bibliophile, so I love reading and I do gardening. Sometimes I listen to music. These things I think is part of my hobby: gardening and reading books. As you can see,
Wow.
books are
Yes, in the
plethora of
background.
books are there. Yeah.
Vani, you already stored some books there, but
Yes.
I really don't know why I'm losing my attraction to read books. Even I don't find interest. I don't feel interest to read books. I think I really don't know why, but lot of books yet to study, because I know them. They are very very popular. They're very very knowledgeable. Even they are very very informative. I need to study them, but I really don't know why I'm losing my interest to study books, even to read books out.
I would like to add something here. See, if you're doing anything in your life, you need to have a reason for that. So I have my reason, like why am I reading books? In the same way, I think you have lost the reason, like why do you really need to read books? And once you find out that reason, I bet you would love reading the books. If you do have a genuine
Yeah,
reason, you would love reading.
that's really awesome. That's really
Yeah,
and I have no reason to read books, but just to know and to gather knowledge.
yeah. But after gaining knowledge, you have to pass it to others. And once you start get involved in that process, like gaining knowledge, passing it to others, and it will really make you feel like you're alive.
Yeah, that's really awesome. And I think if you keep continue studying books, then very soon you're gonna be a writer.
I'm not sure about that because I've been reading books for a very, very, very long time. And in fact, I've been writing
Oh,
about my life too, but I don't know about being writer. Being a teacher, I have created some notes for my students, but haven't written any book yet or haven't thought of becoming a writer yet. But maybe who knows in
yeah,
the future.
okay. So you're
But
making notes for your students. So I think in the future it will help you to collect all the notes together them, and then you will combine them in a book, and it will be like a very very useful and effective way.
I hope so
You
because
good?
I have referred many English books, but I didn't find the exact informations in one book. So
Yes,
every book
that's a
have a
main
little
problem
little
and great
extraction
problem.
of the grammar. Yeah. So if I could combine all of them together, It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's really awesome idea. And I want to seize your idea, like,
You
yeah,
want
sure,
to,
sure.
you want me to make it happen. I
Yeah,
will try.
obviously.
Okay, Mr. Roy, thank you very much for your time, and thanks a lot for giving us some tips about how to improve our English. Besides, I want to convey this message to others that if you wish to practice your English, you can join our groups. Both of us have group on Facebook, and the link will be in the description. And do you have anything else to add, Mr. Roy? Would you like to give some message to our viewers?
Yeah, obviously. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Javed, for having me here in this live stream. And I really had a very great time, and it's a very friendly conversation. We enjoyed, and it was a very nice time with you and meeting you and talking about our spoken English and a little bit our personal stuffs. So that was a very good time. And for the viewers, I want to add something like, now, this man is really doing a great job, and he is trying to make a very useful videos. Like, he's trying to bring here some of the good speakers. Maybe sometimes he will be able to bring here more better than me. So here, keep following this man and do subscribe his channel and keep following his. Always, I will suggest you to be to get added to his group, because you will get a lot of his stuff actually to watch and to follow YouTube channel. It's not actually so perfect, but you should be in contact with the teachers like him in other fields like Facebook. If you are connected to Facebook, then you will get a lot of useful stuffs. And if you're connected to Messenger group, if you're connected to WhatsApp group, then you will get a chance to talk and practice English. So that will be really good. And I will request you, your viewers and your subscribers and the people who are going to watch your video,
Watch
I
this
mean this
video.
video. Yeah, this video. So just subscribe this channel and to support this man. And we, the people, we need to support these teachers like who are trying to help us in different ways. So if we do not support them, how they can be get motivated to help us in this way? So I will request you guys to do subscribe and to support this man. And I hope that in the next video that's gonna be very interesting with another teachers. So thank you very much for having me here to have a great time. And it's really a pleasure for me, and it's honor for me here to be in this video. Thank you.
Thank you so much for wonderful, the kind of message that you're conveying to people, and thanks for being concerned about us. I won't say only me, but the people like me, like you, whoever is doing something towards others or for our society, we need to be with them. We don't need a brand value, to learn something from them. We can learn the things from anyone. And that's
Yeah.
what we need to have. That's why we need to have an optimistic approach towards learning. And I hope viewers can learn something from me, from you, or from anyone else like us.
Yeah, sure, obviously. Because our listening, here it will help that our listening, we are talking here, we are speaking English, and those who are watching and listening us, they will try to capture each of the words, and that's gonna develop their format to develop their listening skill. At a time, they will be able to capture the facial expressions and gesture postures. So
Yes.
that's really very effective way.
Okay, with that said, I would like to finish this streaming, and thank you very much for being here, and have a great one, and have a great one to our viewers also. Keep rocking and keep doing the good things in our lives and keep learning. Have a blessed life. Peace.
Bye. Thank you.